Hello Libras, how you doing? Welcome to your energy reading going from the 10th to the 15th of November. Hope you're doing well. Um, the energy I think is going to be really good for you this week. Um, the thing is, it's going to start moving quickly. And if it does start moving quickly, and certainly if you engage in your passions, both on your relationship and on your financial side, I think it's going to be formidable for you. Um, the the messages from energy this week here was all about connecting our true higher self to the creator. It was a formidable messages from energy. It was really enjoyable and very beautiful to be part of, to be honest. And I know from all the comments, people also sort of get that as well out of the energy. So, if you haven't seen it, please do go and see it. Um, but it's on Cymatic TV where we talk about the physical side of energy, of how the prana or the chi energy sort of affects the sun, and then how that affects the sun then affects the earth, and then affects us as individuals in our chakras and our aura, and how it affects our energy. And the elements that came out this week was air, fire, air. Now, there is enough water and earth in the system, so do not worry about that sort of side of things. There's been accumulation of water and air, and things need to be moving on. And I think this is why this air and fire has come into the system. But the sun, I said it was going to be coming in where the fire would be coming in on Monday and Tuesday, but came in a lot earlier than that. The sun decided differently, and basically has been providing X flares and M flares. Some of them completely Earth directed, and with those Earth directed energies, it's given us the fire rather than just doing a side swipe. Which creates a lot of air, and it has been doing that. So there has been a lot of air being created in the system as well. It's mainly the fire. And if we look at your Astroflower here, look at it. We've only got the fire here and here within your sign. This water and earth, you don't need to worry about it. You're going to be very productive whether you like it or not, in one form or another. And this production could be either detrimental or creative. You will be the one who's deciding here. Therefore, because you've got so much air, look at all the air you've got. You've got in every single petal at the base of you. You've got it all the way around you because you're a pure air sign. Fire needs air desperately to transform into emotional outcomes. So it transforms air into water. And so you are the one who's deciding here how much air you put into the system. You have total control. You can let yourself get completely overrun and overwhelmed, or you can turn around and sort of say, no, I want to put enough air into this system so the fire becomes more of a welding arc, so you can create things and being really precise about where you put your passions into life. Very important this week, it seems like. Let's just see what's going on with the general energies and the messages for you. It's ringing on all fronts. You seem to be taking center stage, which is really good within your life, and I think you should do. But it's also about creating joyful and exciting connections with other people. And that could be on your financial side as much as on your relationship side. But whatever way it is, it makes you feel woohoo, makes you feel alive, as it were. Let's just see what we can get from a vision from that, see what's going on. There's a lot of heart within the energy for you as well. And I think that's what that joy is all about. It has to be fun. You have to enjoy it. The moment you stop enjoying it, that's when the fire's becoming detrimental to you. And that's where you should take a step out and recalibrate yourself, go for a quick walk or whatever it is, and then re-engage. Okay, let's just see what we got in the weather vision. I get like a superhero. When Superman, when he takes off, he doesn't take off slowly, does he? He just goes from zoom, like that. And he just takes off almost like a UFO. When a UFO is going through it just comes through, and then when it gets seen that it's being seen, it just goes and disappears. And it's like, within you, you're ready for this speed, you know. But patience is a virtue. I'm not saying hold back at all here. That's not what I get out of it at all. I think this refers to, this is the general energy that's going through you, certainly on your financial side. I think this is where you have a control over how intense it is. So therefore, you've got to be patient with life, but and in order to be patient in life, it's just going to demand how you put your mental energy into things, your intuition into things. On your relationship side, look at that. It's a tower. I think you're evaluating your belief systems in according to love, in according to relationships. And it might be a bit of an aha moment for you this week. I don't get a bad feeling off that tower moment at all. I think it's more of a self-realization more than anything else. Let's just see what's going on the and there's huge amounts of strength in that as well. Let's see what's going on the financial side. It's like you're opening the windows of the first day of spring and allowing the warm air to invest and aerate your house. And it's aerating your life. You're opening the windows. You're opening the windows of opportunity. You seem to be greeting the day in a very beautiful way. On your karmic path, you've got the Three of Swords. This is a brilliant card for the karmic path. You may think it's pretty bad, but I don't think so. I think it's a case here, for me, the Three of Cards, because we're on the financial side. This has nothing to do with relationships. What it's saying here is you don't need to put your emotions into this. You need to put your logic into what you're doing. So it's on your karmic path to take the emotions out of your financial side of any projects you're doing, businesses you're doing, any jobs you're going for a job because you know you can do it, not because emotionally it's fulfilling. You know you can do it. You know you can do a really good job of it. And that's why I think you need to do it. I also think that, there has been a lot of background work that you've had to do, which has caused maybe a bit of stress and strain for you on your karmic path. And that's coming to an end. This is the connection to another person or another business or project or around you. This is the networking card, networking position here. And this is where you get, you get the Knight of Wands. I think you need to be ready to move. Not necessarily moving, but you need to be on your toes, keeping on your toes. And I think there's something around you, or there's someone, or a job opportunity, or a business that comes into your life that helps to fuel those passions within you. This is where you're coming from. This is what your expectations are out of life. The Ten of Pentacles. Not only abundance, but also satisfying rewards, connection with a lot of other people, being part of life, being part of everything. There's a sensation that that's what you want to be in, and it's got a lot of wisdom that comes along with that abundance. In your future self, you get the Five of Cups. Well, I don't get anything bad off the Five of Cups. What I get is that I think you've got success coming your way. And because you've got success coming your way, these Three of Cups that you might have been doing, like, a job that you enjoyed, the people you really got on well with, it was very nice, didn't put you under any stress and strain, any pressure. But in order to go after what you want to do, you've got to leave that behind. And I think that's what you're doing. I think you've realised that there's everything you could squeeze out of an old situation. And that's the new situation. And the Five of Cups is something of transition. And, it could be tied into that as well. I think it may be just letting go of an old dream. But the reason you're letting go of an old dream is because you've got something that is far greater. And it's almost as if, like, here you've got the Temperance card on your general energies. And look how she's got those two cups there. She's waiting for you to join that journey, or you've been waiting life to join that journey to go towards the sun, go towards your ultimate goal. And there is no more waiting around. Now is the time to spring into action. You springing into action, taking your pathway. I think this is tied into this card here with the Knight of Wands. All of a sudden, it's you taking your pathway towards your happiness, towards that Ten of Pentacles. Basically, that's what's coming to the surface within you. Let's just see what the general overall card is. You've got the Two of Wands. You've got to rely on that plan. You've got an idea of what you want out of life, and I would stick to it. I would keep that very clear within your mind constantly this week when you're doing things, so you don't get distracted and pulled off your pathway, because you're very curious about life, Libra. And if you do end up getting too curious about things, you'll end up sort of like, getting pulled from pillar to post, and you'll lose all that dynamic sort of energy that you've got. And I would really push through this week here. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side. There's something very, very hot and passionate in the future there. All of a sudden, I think this is when once you square things on your financial side, where you get a consistency coming in, you're starting getting the results that you want. All of a sudden, that allows you to live on the relationship side, and that's where the Tower moment comes in. Look at that. On your karmic path, it's a time of joy, time of playing, time of happiness, time of celebration. And I think you're celebrating with another person, but also celebrating with life as well. Because there's the trilogy here, and it's strange you've got the trilogy on both sides. And look at the difference between the two karmic paths here. I think it's going to be a lot easier for you to be in love. That's what I feel like. Look at that. Maybe this person here on your financial side, that's that spontaneity side, and maybe they're tied into you romantically at the same time. You get the Ace of Wands, out with the old and in with the new. That comes in with the Tower moment. This is what I said earlier on. I think you're re-evaluating what a relationship is about, what love is to you. And it's this realization and a re-evaluation of your belief systems in regards to love is being provoked by someone on the outside. There is no doubt about it. And they're almost like they've been tapping on your door, sort of kind of, come on, Libra, you coming out to play? Come on, And I think that you're realizing how that can happen. In the past, you've got the Six of Cups. This is you offering yourself a great deal of wisdom from your past. And I think this is, there's a lot of happiness in the past. You will have had happiness in the past, and you would have had difficulties in the past. But now I think it's a case of, rather than focusing on the difficulties, focusing on the happiness. And I think that's being provoked for you. And in the future, you get the Six of Swords. You're definitely going through this transition. And I think it's a great transition with a lot of security and a lot of feeling of kind of going, yes, this is exactly what I want to be living in regards to love and relationships and so forth. How should you be engaged in this week here? You get the Page of Swords. Yet playing with your air energy. This is how you allow that fire to come through. You play with the air energy. You clear your pathway. You ignite ideas and convert them into reality. But also at the same time, you're speaking your truth. I think it's more of a case of you're living your truth. I think this is what maybe an encounter with another person is provoking within you. And it may not necessarily be the love of your life that you encounter with. It could be someone else that actually just, you see a video and it just sparks passion within you to get involved and to get out there and fall in love, as it were. It could be as simple as that. Or it could be a direct person that's coming into your life and installing a lot of fire into your life. What is the overall joining card? You get the Well card. It is, the Well card is like going through a portal. This card seems to want to come out. The Eight of Wands as well. communication, clear vision, and everything like that. I think the world card here is going from one reality to another. And that is systematic with the tower moment within you. I think there's a realization from within you that, you know, love can be a little easier, less complicated for you, much more sort of just enjoying the moment. That's what it feels like there. So there you go, Libra. Thanking you very much for being here with us. Hope you get the best out of these readings. If you do, thanking you very much for subscribing, liking and sharing and all of that. Absolutely beautiful to see. Lovely to see your comments as well. Don't forget about the messages from energy on this channel. Formidable messages from energy this week, and also the other stuff that we do on Cymatic TV. I will see you there for that. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.